Hello everybody. Welcome to the part 65 of the Arduboy dev stream. So today we will continue to develop the boulder, implement the boulder, and we will add the collision of the boulder, vertical collision, to stop it. And but first I will show you the fix I've done outside of the stream. To fix the animation issue we had last time. We had last time a problem when the boulder was moving to the left of the screen. The animation was not rotating correctly. So basically, the fix was quite simple. So I just moved this code below because it's closer to this. And basically the problem was that I increased the anime frame ID. So the problem is that I wanted to have 1 2 3 4 0 1 2 3 0 1 2 3 when moving to the right, and then when moving to the left I wanted 0 3 2 1 0 3 2 1. But I wanted to have this variable increasing 0 1 2 3, and then here I revert it. But the problem is I revert and put in the same variable. So, which means when moving to the left, we'll start with 0, and then next frame we become 1, and then 1 becomes 3, which is what we want. But the next loop, this one is 3, and will become 0. Will become 4, sorry. 3 plus 1 becomes 4. And then 4 minus 4 is 0. And then, it becomes 0. So it was alternating between 0 and 3, 0, 3, 0, 3, 0, 3. And that's why we had only these two frames on the left instead of rotating. So to fix this issue, I just use another variable. Okay, so which I call the local frame ID. So here I just still increasing the anim frame ID that is saved in the object, in the boulder object. Just increase 0 1 2 3 0 1 2 3 1 2 3. Doesn't matter which direction it's rolling. But then here in the local ID, I just either use it as it is or just revert it, mirror it. If the moving direction is on the opposite direction, and then I use it here. All right, and then that just fix the issue, as I can show you. So okay, it's let me put it back on the other side. So we want the mirror 1. Oh no, sorry, I just change it again, sorry. I just need to recompile this one. So here it is. So now the animation is correct. By the way, I can just see another bug here, is that the falling initial speed, it falls on the right instead of falling on the left. You can see that it's falling, I should say, so let me do it in the same direction. It's going this way. No, it's going this way. Okay, so it's going this way, and then it just move on the opposite direction because the initial speed doesn't take in consideration the direction. So we can just fix that, I think, quite easily. We just need to take the moving direction, which is -101, and just multiply this by the initial velocity x. Right, so it will be either minus for initial velocity or velocity. Yeah, let's do this. Let's try to see if that fixed the bug. And yeah, let's fix it now. Now it's not going in the opposite direction when falling. It really fall in the correct direction. Okay. All right, good. So now we can try to implement the collision, the vertical collision, and stop it. So we will also use the map manager function to check the collision. So I forgot which function we have. The static collision at, I think we can also use this. Or is there any horizontal collision at? Oh, and yeah, that's remind me, another bug that I want to fix is here when we check the collision, basically if it's going in the opposite direction, it should be more than that. So let me show you the full screen. So this one. So if we want to check going in that direction to the right, we just check +4. But if we are going in the other direction, then we should check +8, I think. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7. 7. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, and 7. Yeah. So so we can just change that. Char x collision. Say under collision x. So we are checking also if the moving direction is positive or not. So if it's positive, it's x +4. Actually, under collision shift x. So it can be 4 or it could be 7. And let's add this. All right. So that's a small bug. And then I was saying in the map manager, so by the way, the horizontal collision is with the long width. But we could maybe also use that one for, let's say, 4 and then give also a width of 4. That could also work. Let's check the function. I forgot a little bit. So Yeah, I'm checking right is the x plus the width. Then I'm checking on the left or on the right. And yeah, actually I should use this function. This function maybe a bit more strong. Okay, so let's use that function instead. So I just here and then I just put x plus 4, but then I also do a width of 4. Like so I'm saying x is here plus 1. Okay, x is here plus 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I check 1, 2, 3, and 4 pixels under it. So I think that should work in both directions. Let's just check again. Oh. What happened? So let's check again this function. Y world. I'll read the term. If there is any horizontal coefficient ground selling at the specified world vertical coordinate and between specified x world coordinate. Yes, that's what I want. This function will test 2 pixels on the left, right, specified parameter. The specified y coordinate is outside of the screen. This function will ask mass manager to ask. Okay. It still have accurate collision event in the group setting. Okay. So. Yeah, so I'm a bit confused. I think it's X world, Y world, and width. Boulder. So X, Y, and width. And I don't understand why we don't have the same behavior. Because here basically it should give the same result as is there collision at. Let's check again. Sorry. That is a bit weird. So before we had that, huh? I should set a bool, by the way. I think it's because it's updating not every frame. This check is not done every frame, but I'm moving it every frame, so I may fall outside of the screen. Okay. And if we have that, no, it's going. That's a bit strange. Okay. So let's check this every frame, but only move this, not every frame. Because yeah, well, if I'm falling every frame, if I updating the X every frame, then yeah, I should check the collision every frame. Okay, so I will move again this one here. And I will move this outside of this. So we check the collision. If there's no collision, if I'm falling, I update. If I'm not falling, I start to fall. Otherwise, if there is collision and I'm falling, I stop falling. And then I move if I'm not falling, so this can go into the not falling. If it has collision, if it has no collision, this can go into the house here. So if I don't have collision, either I start to fall or I update my fall. Otherwise, if I has collision and I am falling, I stop to fall. Otherwise, if there is collision and not falling, and it's animation speed, then I update it. Let's try this. And we have horizontal collision. And I think it works. Kind of. It's better, but still in the ground. Ah. Okay, so that may be the update. That the update can move several pixels down, not just one. So when we stop falling, we should put back and move the boulder outside of collision. So when we stop falling, so we can add a small loop here. So here we have collision. So I should already, we have collision. I'm thinking about using the same Y, but yeah, we can try to use it. So move the boulder up outside the ground collision. So then we move up, and if there is no collision at this one, or I can, to avoid making a do and increasing after, I can just do plus 13. That should be okay. Or 11. So we have collision at plus 12. But now I want to check if we also have collision at plus 11. If yes, then we move and check again. If yes, we move until we don't have collision at plus 11. Okay, let's test this. Oh, no. There's, stop it. And it's still not good when I stop. Yeah, again, another mesmerizing bug. While is there any horizontal collision X plus Y? then y minus 1, and if there is no collision at y minus 11, that should be good. Okay, I don't know. Let's move on. Maybe we can try the other one. If it does the same thing. Let's try plus 12, but should not change. Oh, I think the boulder is moving slowly. Oh, and which means it's falling and moving in the same frame. That's the reason why, I guess. All right, so that's probably our bug. Let's keep it here. Maybe I comment it for now. So if there is no collision under and is falling, then I update it. If not falling, then I start to fall. Otherwise, if there is collision under, is it falling? Yes. So I stop fall. Okay. Otherwise, if I'm not falling, if it's time for the anim speed, then I increase it. It seems okay for me. Else, if else. Eh? Cannot move? Crashed? I think the game crashed. Can clearly catch up the ball, so that function doesn't return me the same the same test as this function doesn't return me the same thing as this one, obviously. Oh, I know. It's because we are in draw lethal state. And in draw lethal state, there is no ground. Which means the pixel, the static collision is not drawn yet. And this function is checking the pixel on screen. But it should first fall into this to function, I think. Okay. Which means we should probably move in another state of the state machine. The static collision at, which is funny because that function is the same. Okay, so what are the again draw lethal, check lethal, erase bullet, draw enemy, draw static collision, check static collision, and draw ignored by enemies. So I think we should implement this into check static collision. So, okay, I need this here. I also need it here. Falling. I just need it here. Okay. How about that? Ah, that's better. That's really better. How about the other direction? Actually, yeah, I think we should have done it in the proper state, because also for vertical collision detection, we will need to do it in the proper state. That's funny. It's just now fall on the breakable destroyable block and then destroy it. Okay. And I think now it's moving at the right speed, I think. Yeah, it's moving at the same speed as me. Yeah, which is what I want. Yeah. Okay. All right, all right. So yeah, basically we have updated check static collision step and do the move, do the falling. So I guess we don't need that. This I'm not sure we need it. Maybe yes, maybe not. Let me check the physics. The y is this plus half gravity time frame counter the parabolic movie speed. Yeah, it can move maybe more than 1 pixel. So in theory we need it. Let's try with it. Especially if you fall from a very high, then it may move very fast, and it may enter into the collision. So, woo, bouncy, woo, bouncy ball. I didn't stop moving up. If there is static collision on, that's a funny bug. Static collision on y plus 11, then move y. Because I guess it's bouncing against itself. The ball is bouncing, is detecting its own collision, I think. So, okay. Remove it for now. We'll see if we see the bug or if we don't need it. All right, so now let's check the vertical collision. And what do we have on the map manager? So static collision, horizontal, okay, ladder or ceiling. I think we need to use that one. It used the sprite. Or just use the. Okay, that's why it was working before. I think it was just checking the sprite coordinate, the sprite data. Get level sprite at. Yeah, I think it's okay. We can probably use that. So we should check that into every time we want to move. So probably before moving or after moving. After moving will be easier. Check if I bump in a wall. So here again, it depends on the direction. Char wall check X. So if move direction is positive, then it should be X plus, so the size of the sprite times 2. Here times 2. Otherwise, so if we are going positive, so positive for you like this, times 2, otherwise is just X if I move before. Otherwise but if I move before, then I need to unmove. So X, and for the Y we can check. So actually we should check at even if there is only half a block, like if the ball is like this and you have only half a block, it should stop. But also this, yeah, so I think we need to check both. So let's say, because it's a 12, Y is okay, and then Y plus 6 maybe? 1, or plus 8, yeah. So actually I will just do this. I don't need to have a variable for that. So if we have this collision, then I think, so we need to stop moving, which means we can use maybe and then we need to cancel that move, and we need to stop moving. So and also the animation should stop rotating. So let's see, we can use a special flag maybe in the item. So we use the mirror X. We can use a special flag. Special mean is not moving. Otherwise, what else do we have? Just the frame and physics wall ID. Okay, I think flag is good. So set property. Set property special. And I think I need to give a value. Set property, no, just the flag, okay. Special. All right, set property special. And then we should check the property special also. So if it's not set, then we can move. Otherwise here we just cancel the move and set the property which will make it move. And we need to clear this property into the respawn. Okay. Let's try. I lost my camera. Just a second, please. Okay. All right, let's stop. And like I said, the animation is still turning. So we should just stop the animation, and it will stop in the shadow will stop on the frame that is the last frame used. And I also want to see if I respawn. Yeah, it moved. Okay. So here I should also check so actually I can also add a Boolean flag here. Is boulder rolling, and use this one. It's true if special is not set. Okay, so then I can use it here. Hello. Here, and I can use it also here. Then I change the anim frame ID, otherwise I just keep it as it is. Okay, let's try it. All right. Yep, that's what I want. And if I touch it, I'm still... it should not be lethal anymore. If it's not rolling, it's not lethal. Yeah, but it is lethal now. Yoo-hoo. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Let's commit that, and then we remove the lethal flag into this. Actually, to do this, I think we need to move the drawing of the ball from draw lethal to draw static collision. So we'll just make a function for that. But okay, let's commit first. Let's commit. So what did we change? Okay, these two flags here, and then we clear the property special in respawn, then we split the step, we use the check static collision step, and then we use this more advanced function, refactor the order here, okay, and then draw lethal, and okay, cool. So check the collision, the vertical collision. Check the vertical collision for the boulder and stop it if it collides. For that, refactor the state of the boulder. All right, so as I was saying, we should change the state where this is drawn. So what we will do is just add a function, private function, void draw, and then move this in a function. So draw. So we'll move everything. In the draw function. All right, okay. All right, and then here we will draw it here, but we will check if it is moving. If the boulder is rolling, then we draw it, which means it becomes lethal. Otherwise, we will use another state, which is draw static collision. Yeah, I think this one should be good. And if it's not rolling, then we draw it. Let's try this and see if our boulder is still lethal or not. All right, so this needs to be here and here. So only need it here, okay. Here, and I copy it here. Okay. Okay. Is boulder rolling? I still need it. Here. I could also split the... no, I need to draw the shadow. Okay. Well, let's copy it. All right. Let's see. Okay, and now now it's not little anymore. Okay. That's cool. And now let's check if it's little when it's rolling. For that, I will use the other boulder. Oh, click the wrong button, sorry. Ah, too fast. I should jump. Ah, too fast. Let's move it more on the left. Oh yeah, it's lethal. It's lethal. Okay, good. I think we have finished the implementation of the boulder. So let's commit this. Let's commit it. Make the boulder non-lethal when it stops to move or to roll. Yeah. So basically what we have done is, okay, we moved this flag because we don't need, we just added another step in the state machine, and we create a draw function. We call the draw function in the two-step, but depending if the boulder is rolling or not rolling, which will draw the boulder at different step, at different phase of the update. And yeah, it will make it lethal or not. Okay, that was pretty simple actually. And okay, here we have the draw, and here I think I changed it, but I can revert it. Revert the map data. All right, so yep. Let's commit this and push. Alright, so I think I will stop here. It's 1 hour. I think we have finished the boulder. The logic is okay. So if I check the memory usage, we are at 96% for program space. So I forgot how much it was before we started the boulder, but we could revert the code and check and compare how many bytes we use for the boulder. but finally I think it's probably not that much, so I'm quite happy and to have it. So yeah, I think it's fully implemented. It seems to work well. So yeah, so next stream I will modify the editor to add the boulder inside the editor, and then once I have that, I can start making a level with the first level, the first tutorial level, with the boulder chasing you. Um, like if you remember the README file, we did that just to create the walk boulder tutorial and etc. So yeah, next video we'll modify the editor, make add the boulder, and then start to do our tutorial. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video. Bye bye.